As we return to our combat, Saul, you have gained initiative.
I'm back.
Outer space.
Alright. Saul is going to hold the siren above his head. Then, lightning reflexes. Move that reach to 10 feet. So put her 10 feet up. And then I'm going to use my action to shove her.
Alright. As she is shoved.
And we will use the ram shield to push her back an additional 10 feet, plus make her fall prone as part of it, which should make the total shove be
15 feet.
15 feet. And I am shoving her straight up into the air. So that should be a total of 25 feet above Saul. Of which I would like to step out of the way of, for what that's worth.
So, mechanically, that will work. Technically, through pure mechanics.
Yeah.
Realistically, that it'll not work.
Damn you all.
You're fighting against gravity here, which is why that realistically would not work. So, shoving her 15 feet directly into the air, I will half that, because you're fighting against gravity. But it's easy enough for you to fly out of the way.
Yeah.
Why not just grab her, fly up, and then
You
let
know
her
what?
go?
He's right. Can I do this after flying 20 feet into the air?
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do this after flying 20 feet into the air.
Alright, so you're flying 20 feet additional above your 10 feet, correct?
Yep.
So 30 feet total, and it will shove her 7 feet, so that's 35-foot fall. As she is going to plummet there, she is going to attempt to grab you upon the leg as she falls to prevent her from falling. So dex save for her. No, okay, she's plummeting. Did not think I was going to need my falling rules, but look at me, needing to go grab those now.
Wow.
We gave a grappling character with 180 movement, the ability to fly.
Yep.
What did you expect?
Yeah. This is just chrono things right now.
Alright, it's still in the first increment of fall damage, so fortunately it's not too bad for her, but she will suffer 11 points of fall damage. She crashes upon the deck of the ship.
Yeah. Don't you break my ship!
Alright. As you see Saul fly up into the air and then just full-on seismic toss the siren right down, like slamming a basketball through the hoop into the ship's deck. As you see a bunch of dust rise up and you hear a sickening crunch of wood.
And then bonus action dash as he flies down head first on her.
Excellent.
Also, we'll move SA off his hat for that. But
I assume you'll be using your end of movement reaction to do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're just gonna end next turn.
Alright. A 18 will slap her for 19 piercing.
See,
As she has been
technically,
gored.
Even hit, technically, he hasn't hit her yet. He just let gravity do everything.
Yeah,
Technically.
That was yeah. I totally didn't just attack her. That was just falling in style. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, totally.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Surely.
No, that's it.
Alright. Sarah.
It's not like my party's in trouble right now. I'm not.
You know, I'm tired of it. I'm sure everyone.
That's fair.
So I will pull out with no you and try to grapple him.
Are you trying to grapple me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was not expecting that.
Instead of running away, you're trying to grapple me.
I'm grappled.
Somehow, Sarah
The fish
seems
looks confused and concerned as you grab hold of him.
Sarah learned from Cannonball Saw how to grapple.
Alright, the Swagan is held firm by Sarah. Anything else?
Sarah, like, she has done this and now starts to realize, what now? I didn't think I get this far.
Wow.
And just kind of ends her turn equally as confused.
Alright. Siren 2 has gained initiative. She's going to use her screech upon you, Cannonball Saul, getting her song. She gives you a wisdom save. $19 psychic damage.
Still.
9 psychic damage.
Ooh.
She will. She will stand up from prone, which provokes. Yep, and you'll skewer her for 16. She's then going to clamber 10. Sorry. 10, 15, 20. I'm considering a difficult terrain due to the random assortment of crew around her. 20, 30. Do you have any extra reactions or no?
How fast are they on land?
They have a 35 walk speed.
Well, they used half of it to stand up too.
You're right. So I would have 35 divided by 2 would be 17.5. Rounding down for the reduction would be 15, so I have 20 feet of movement left. So that's 10, 20. There we go. Alright, Fred's dead, so I'm cannibal. That'll be one here, rolling a d2 if I'm attacking the ghoul or if I'm attacking Luca. I'm going for the ghoul. I'll turn front and slap the ghoul. 25 for 6. We'll quick chomp. 25 for 7. And we'll bite again. 19 for 5.
Honestly, that was it's very good that he attacked the goal. Actually,
Yep.
'cause
And
that would've been-
first bite, I would heal for 4. And second bite, I would heal for 3 for a total of 7 healing. Alright. That's his turn.
Do you see 16 con save against?
Yeah.
ghoul disease?
Well, ghoul disease is a thing. I am diseased.
Aha!
It's
Jesus.
too diseased.
I really need a spell that just kind of quickly triggers the disease.
Oh, don't you worry. It's coming.
Mm.
It's one of the necromancy spells to be added.
Mm.
Which, by the way, there will be some limitations on that spell. For the living world, 100%. For obvious reasons. Essay, it's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
But I wish just to restart
Um,
the plague.
Yeah.
Most of the
Well,
limitations will probably just
Do the
be like
healing,
legality
and
reasons.
do the dodge, and allow us all to finish the job as I continue to just be a heal bot.
Excellent.
Man,
Wait, do you want me to like leave? I'm a pocket healer now. I literally sit in pockets. That's all I do.
I mean, look, you're out of spells. It's understandable.
he has like half his
I
spells.
I have spells,
Oh.
but like I know. Yeah.
I mean,
Well.
you can safely fly out to be able to see them now. That's fine.
Yeah, but you know, like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, sure.
They're not in trouble. They're fine.
They don't need a healer. It's not like they're surrounded by a bunch of swaggin.
Yeah, they're fine. Look
They're
at their health.
fine. All right,
It's still at
Captain
more than
Jackie.
40 HP. Fine, everyone.
Um. Yeah. Really good to have a healer right about now, cause this is gonna really.
Well,
quickly-
I'm gonna put him to the side here, and I will attack you with the swaggin.
Yeah.
Bite. Your HP is at 17. If it were 2 lower, or no, if it was 1 lower, I would have been blood frenzied, but it's not. So 13 to hit for 4.
Ow.
Aha. That's it.
Bonus action, inspire the crew. Let them start shooting
All right.
these mofos.
Rip-a-roni.
That's why I didn't use my action.
Yep.
Hey.
There you are. All right. Let's see here. You have 9 shots for this round. 5 slabbies upon the girl. That's a miss, a hit, a hit, a miss. Let's see, how much HP do I have? I have... Oh, the first 2 would have killed me. So the last one still miss, but you know, it's fine. Bleh.
It just hits the deck of the ship.
Okay, which means if I used 3 to kill her, I have 2 left from melee, which means I have a total of 2 more added on to my 4 range, so I have 6 range to shoot out. Alright, who am I shooting? D4. I'm shooting number 2. Pew! Pew!
Hey.
Alright, well that's 15 damage. Still alive. That's a misfire, so next round I'll have 1 less. And that's another misfire. Next round I'll have 2 less, but that's 15 damage to cannibal number 2. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 more attacks. Because of the extra melee people who didn't need the melee. Alright, 3 less people next round. But that is another hit for 7. Alright, very good, very good. Action used.
Yeah, action, bonus action. I'll lay down. I'm gonna go prone now.
Alright, you have cover against those in the water.
Basically, as the gang starts like shooting up, I just hunker down.
You hear bullets whizzing past. Pew, pew, pew! Woo! So welcome warrior number 1, who is grappled by Sarah, is very confused. And will try to scratch your face, trying to push you off. And by that I mean they're actually attacking you, not actually trying to break free. So here's an attack.
Alright.
18 to hit for 6.
I have no response to that.
Well, here's a quick chomp. 13 to hit for 5.
Ah! It misses!
Aha! He tries to bite you, but is too filled with your hair. Why do flashbacks have hair?
Do you know how much work it takes to take care of this much hair? Could you not bite it?
But it must be trimmed.
But no.
Oh,
That's all you can do. Cannibal, no number. I am flanking Luca, so I'm focusing Luca. Even though there is a tasty prone target next to me, flank takes precedent. So here is a claw.
Wait, hold on.
26 to hit.
Wasn't this guy in the red? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think the HP is bugged or something. Right? The HP bar is bugged.
This is the guy that you slapped with the big bada boom.
Oh no, but I mean before the crash, this guy was in the red. Did he get
Yeah,
healed?
this guy was almost dead.
Let me blap him. About there? That looks...
No. He was like
he was
literally in
dead.
the red. Like
Yeah, he was almost dead.
Let's see.
I remember
About-
because I was
is that
waiting for
about the
my
color?
turn to kill him.
That's even less. Like I'm talking about, he is like
Like he had very little orange.
maybe
but yeah,
5 or
he was
7 HP. Like,
he was almost dead. Like I remember because I was prepping to kill him. He was very low.
Like there?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. But that is slap. You've already taken the damage, which means you get bonus action to slap you. That's a... Doesn't confirm my fumble, but that's a miss. And I will use my secondary attack to... 27 for 5.
5 damage.
Alright. Imagine if we were using your weapons.
God.
Luca.
Alright, 1 second.
We actually do more
Okay.
damage with the weapons. We just don't get our free by attack if we use a trident, so...
Alright, I'm gonna attack this guy with flanking.
Yeah. Now slap. Now we'll slap for 16, as he is neck broken.
And as for my bonus action attack, I'm gonna attack with my spectral touch.
Excellent.
For this guy, let me just see.
That'll
Oh my
crit.
God.
Roll to confirm.
ooh.
It confirms.
So that's
16.
16 healing too, right?
Yes, he suffers 16 necrotic.
Oh hell yeah, double kill.
Mhm.
That was my bonus action. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, the aquatic ghoul.
I think one of them had 10 temp HP.
I did. I looked at the stream, and when I got shot, 8 of that was removed. So I have,
I
yeah,
see, I see.
which is the one you just killed.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what am I doing?
Don't know. What are you doing?
Yep. 25 go underwater, 5 pop up of the water. Boom, puts me here, about 30.
All right.
Perfectly.
I will strike out. You have +5 AC from cover from going up beneath the boat, but I do get a reaction.
From the Sahagan.
Yeah, from the cannibal.
Cannibal.
+5 AC.
How
That's a
does
total
it-
miss.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Aquatic Ghoul will blab Sahagan Warrior.
Aha!
Hopefully he gets paralysis on that one.
Aha! That'll miss. I'm too tangled in hair.
And even then, I still missed.
It's okay. Anything else?
Cool. No.
I cannot, for I am held already. Cannonball Saul.
Hey, it's me. I'm guessing I can't fit in the space between the ship Luca and the Sahagan cannibal.
Let me turn the ocean overlay to non-existent. It's about 50% water, 50% boat. I'd say you could fit there, but you would not be able to move anywhere north, and you'd be easier to surround. But you could go there.
Alright, so we'll float over to the edge of the boat. And then, like, get up right next to it, and then, like, squeeze himself up against it as he floats down to be behind the Sahagan.
Excellent.
Captain, I'm done with the siren. Well, me and the crew, anyway.
Excellent. Now finish off the rest.
What was that, Captain?
Finish off the rest. He
Hmm?
ducks back again. Don't you be sassy with me, boy.
As you gore deep into his body for 6 more damage. He is still alive, barely holding on to life. At this point, as you see around you, larger sharks begin to arrive within the area. They're circling and beginning to feed upon the dead Swagan.
That is all I'm able to do for the moment.
Alright.
Soon.
Sarah.
Oh, was I? Did you drop
yeah,
me
I'm
off?
gonna
Did you?
move around to my
Hey,
head in a second.
Oh, when did I get off?
You and your silly shenanigans.
Oh wait, that's my kill.
Healers don't
Just
get
slap that
killed.
one.
Anyway, I'm... You know what? Since he likes my hair so much, I will cut. It's not like it doesn't a lot of difference anyway. It doesn't even hit, so whatever.
That is a miss. Alright. We go to... That guy's dead. Ship doesn't move. Essie.
I'm going to fly up to this guy and slap him in the face. Because why not?
You would.
Oh right, I have to use this. Oh, that was for the spell slot because the reset.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, you
Is that it?
fly up and slap the cannibal in the face.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't just have one health, right?
He has exactly 1 hit point.
Perfect. I'm gonna like prod him in the eye, like he's
You
like,
poke him in the eye as he falls down, sinking beneath the waves for just a brief moment before the sharks rise up and begin to drag him beneath, feeding upon his corpse.
Can't keep getting away with this.
but that'll be my turn.
Alright. Essie, the killer of many great foes of tremendous size. Jackie.
Huh. Now that he has his full crew here, he'll smile. Finally. Looks down at all the sharks. After that one, have questions.
Blah, 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 blah.
Don't you blah 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 blah.
Too late. Blah, 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 blah.
And yeah, I'll heal myself. But that's not very much. So 2 to 6,
Alright.
yeah.
Alright, very good. You heal for 6.
Sadness.
Sadness indeed.
And we'll just tell the crew, start pulling our fucking lifeboat towards goddamn ship.
Very good. They'll begin to send out ropes to begin dragging it in. It'll take some time, but,
Yeah.
they'll do it. Alright, Warrior has gained initiative. The Warrior will attempt to break free of the grapple.
1, 1, 1.
Come on, Sarah.
Come on, Sarah. You got this. You're strong. Remember your training.
All the times the Sahagin grabbed at you, that was training.
Also, I imagine in between Saul teaching everyone on the crew how to grapple.
Yeah.
Sarah? Okay.
That's right.
What?
You are
Oh,
attempting
I
to
mean it.
not
Sorry,
grab. He is trying to break free of your grapple.
I was completely zoned out for a second.
Hmm.
My bad.
Zone
He's
can't.
not breaking
He is
out.
grappled. Still. Alright. Luca. There's one
Alright.
foe remaining, and he looks panicked.
I'm just gonna sidestep. I'm gonna start. I'm actually gonna unarmed strike him rather than use my my horns
Alright.
because that's insult.
I mean, we can just move on. He's not gonna survive.
Bunch.
Luke and Sal-
Yeah. Alright. As you begin to pummel into the silly little Sawagan, he is most certainly snapped into unconsciousness, because I imagine you're
Yeah,
going to punch him
and
again,
not-
and yeah.
And non-lethal. Non-lethal
Yeah.
that one, but
Yeah.
I'm still gonna heal.
As he falls unconscious, and the combat is over.
Yeah. 2 uses is
Saul
nice.
will help everyone back onto the boat.
I would like to. So, how's the shark situation?
There's a lot of sharks feeding upon the corpses.
Is there?
Hey, we could
What-
fish.
We'll be. Yeah, we'll be not going into that deep water anytime soon.
I mean,
I'm gonna misty step up because I'm gonna fall.
No, I'm just carrying you up.
Okay, fine.
they should just what's it called? Go away, eventually, right?
Captain, we should fish.
Not fish. I don't.
Fresh fish will increase the morale of the troops.
Stop for fishing, boys. I'll be like shark fin.
Alright.
I heard that shark fin soup is good. It's good omen.
So, does anyone amongst the crew have proficiency with fishing supplies?
No.
If only, yeah.
I'm getting that. soon.
Fishing what?
I don't.
Fishing
I
supplies.
don't exactly. I don't exactly remember what happened because I wanted to recruit a fisherman, but. For some
Did
reason we
you?
didn't.
Yeah, I don't think you ever
I
said it
know.
out loud. I don't think you ever said it out loud.
And you,
I don't
Well,
remember what happened. I think we just kind of
our
forgot.
best
We
shot
got
was
too
nope.
much in the sauce.
One of the crew's good at fishing.
But yeah, I guess, yeah. I mean,
Alright,
all,
well,
seamen.
one of you, roll me a d20 plus 4
Alright, Captain.
Ha. Alright. The 20 plus for what?
for the fishing.
It's +4.
Oh.
Yeah, it's base. Yeah. Oh no.
Alright. Looking around, you'll order your crew to start fishing, and they'll kind of stand around awkwardly for a moment before one of them walks up and speaks up. Captain, we don't actually have supplies to fish for these sharks. We don't have any harpoons, we don't have any greater nets or anything like that.
Bloody hell, he took everything.
Maybe I could go in, grab one, rest it up onto the boat.
No, that's the. I think saving your ass once a day is enough.
At this point, you'll see your ghoul kind of sinks beneath the water.
Good riddance.
It was bitten by a shark.
Well,
You'll never be forgotten, Fred.
Saul will pick out one ear. Anyway, I think if we just like wait a little bit, let the feeding frenzy calm down.
We'll need to move the boat anyways,
Yes, but
so we can retreat.
if these sirens have been bringing down boats here for a while, it seems like a nice spot for it.
Oh yes, and as I mentioned to the captain, there's an entire settlement down there.
Oh,
That tower is part of a much greater settlement that's under the sea.
but yeah, they brought up a chunk of their forces. It might be.
Might be few loads indeed. However, it will be
I'll need
required
to
next season.
change in order to go underwater more effectively.
Do you?
You
It
shouldn't
is
be
it is unfortunate, but that spirit grants me the ability to swim underwater much more efficiently.
I suppose we can tell him to. Just get everything
Anyway,
and deal with you once you finish your mood.
Sarah, can I borrow the gem for that hauling up luggage?
What?
Sure, take it. I'm just gonna go take a nap. Wake me up when I'm needed. And she doesn't leave.
We all need a bit of a nap. Before then, Luca, you and I need to have a conversation.
Right.
Bro, Captain.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Just one thing I just want to check real quick. Does the Soagan have the emblem of the deep on his chest?
No, he does not.
Okay, so this is
Unaffiliated.
Unaffiliated, yeah. I was curious. Boom, desk, sits down. Really?
Yeah, respectful 5 feet, COVID.
Hold on. Oh, excuse me. We encourage COVID here.
Ah, yes, you want
We're
your crew to
pro-COVID.
die, so you can have them be proper minions.
Listen, okay, Death Knell is very valuable. Okay.
I mean, it is a pretty good spell.
Just seeing Philip surviving or Pride surviving each attack. Just like, God damn it! Just die.
Why aren't you dead yet? Die already, you're a mook!
Anyway, Jackie will sit down at the desk and will speak.
Oh my god.
What?
Why'd you get so loud all of a sudden?
You can't
Because
be
I'm
loud.
on my phone headset.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I kind of want to move a little bit.
I need to turn you down because I have you way
I
up.
don't know
Just-
why, but I think your phone headset's better than your computer headset.
Yeah.
Like, the quality's better.
Like,
It's weird.
Oh, I wish you told me that beforehand. Because I'm using the headset mic, which is not very good. So I can just use my Go XLR mic next time. So
Because when you upgraded from the mic, I felt like you were talking directly into my ear. It was like very uncomfortable.
Just Sultan slinging up next to you, just whispering in your ear. Sweet
Yeah,
nothings.
It's like, I know I'm your first mate, but that's not what I signed up for.
excuse me. It's on the contract. It's in the fine print. It's not my problem.
Must accept the Captain Sweet Nothings at all times.
Exactly. Anyway, Jack will sit in the chair. We'll pull out the King's Gem. And just play with it on the table a little bit. Or mindlessly dangle it on the table a little bit. One lean back, look at Luca, and go. So, what are you?
I am your first mate. Tilt head to the side.
No, but and down that ruin of the fortress. When that undead, the banshee kept and wanted to possess your body, did not exactly speak as if it was your own.
Look at nod. How to explain? That ghost was trying to possess me. I willingly allow otherworldly beings to possess me, and they grant me power. And he'll like motion his horns, them being one of them. Do you recall when we went underwater, and I had the horns no longer, and I started acting peculiar?
Aye.
Different spirit.
Sage.
Hmm.
Is there a check I can say? Is that kind of history check to see? Would I have known something of similar, being of similar, something similar?
Like, does his description remind me of it? Because they're kind of
You can give me a history
that
check.
type of people. You can go ahead and roll for me. I'm not on my computer.
Do we know baseline what the base class is in 5e? Like warlocks. Do do adventurers know what a warlock is? Like someone that
It's not like that person's totally a warlock. You will probably gather, that person's a spellcaster, but not like specific class. Those who are more learned in the tactic skill will probably just have a baseline, that person's of this casting practitioner. But casting itself is very unique to the individuals for the most part. It's like one sorcerer might cast completely. Rephrase that. One dragon sorcerer of red dragon blood might cast completely different from another red dragon blooded sorcerer. So it's not just like they're both red dragon sorcerers.
So unless you're like proficient in Arcana, I'm presuming you probably won't be able to tell the difference between an arcane and a divine caster, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean a
Or
lot
like
of
a
a lot
warlock
of common
or a sorcerer.
folk will just be like, they're a witch, burn them. Or depending on what most regions are more like, they're a caster. Maybe they can help us out with some healing stuff. Some closed-minded communities, especially some of the countries on the east continent, in the southern sides, they're a bit more superstitious, where their knowledge of magical things are even less so. But
He's trying to heal us. Burn him.
yeah, for the most part, adventurers have a general idea that person's casting primal, that person's casting arcane, that person's casting divine. If they have proficiency in the like arcana, religion, tactic skills, they might know more than that, just baseline. But it's not just that person's 100% a ranger of this subclass.
Then is this integration done with? I had to click on influence so I can remember what the hell it does exactly.
All right, and I rolled you a 17 on your history check with a 17. Let's see here. Where are my notes on these guys? Judging from what they described to you, you've heard of something similar before. Spellcasters, practitioners of the arcane arts who made deals with beings. Some call them warlocks, some call them witches. But what they're describing is not entirely the same. They don't appear to be calling upon a greater being to make a deal with them to gain power. Instead, they seem to be calling upon spirits and binding them to their will. This thing is most certainly similar in nature to a warlock, but those learned scholars call them binders. With 17, you might know a bit more than that, but you are aware of the class, and you are aware of the fact that they conjure spirits, or at least it's, from your understanding, they conjure spirits and bind them to their will. temporarily.
He'll yeah, temporary. Okay. He'll think for a bit. So binder, is that it?
Yeah.
He'll juggle the diamond.
I meant to ask.
You think you can bind him?
I could try.
Might as well. It's not like I know how to bring out that spirits from this thing without risks.
There are no risks. Really.
Well, my method would probably have a lot of risks. But if I have to do it a little more cleanly, then the information of the dead king might have it would be quite invaluable.
I will specify, even if I do bind with the Pirate King, it won't exactly give me his knowledge. It might give me a hint of his abilities. Given the circumstances of his death, he might be bindable. Basically what I'm saying, don't raise your hopes up.
Huh. So I don't have my... So it's a
But-
risk either way.
But if it works, I would have the abilities of a great Pirate King. Or some of them at the very least.
Singe, do I know if binders... Can you... I guess I can roll a Arcana for this, but I'm curious about... from my... remember... It seems that the spirits inhabit the binder's body.
You could ask that in character.
From your understanding and from what you've seen of Luca, it appears that the binder takes on aspects. One could definitely interpret this upon that the spirit is inhabiting the body of the binder. That is certainly an interpretation of the effects that you're seeing.
I suppose I could ask him this question. So if you bind the spirit of the king to you, the spirit will be within you. Am I correct?
Nods. Exactly. He just becomes a part of me. It's hard to explain. It's because you only have one spirit in you, which is yours. When I bind someone else into me, my sense of self becomes ours united.
I guess I'm curious about, assuming the binding is successful, however, we're not able to pry any useful information. If we're able to retrieve that spirit again in another form, that might work. If only making you into a temporary vessel at the least.
Well, like I said, I could bind. It won't give me too much of his knowledge. At least I don't think. Amon is within me right now. But other than his foul temper and his affinity with fire.
This is gonna be I suppose this is gonna be a really hard one. Can I roll a history check for Amon if I know who Amon is?
Go ahead.
Can you go ahead for me?
If not, I can explain. I really like his story.
No, but I'm curious if I knew him or knew of him.
Check.
Feel like that's-
History. Another 17. I'm gonna go bring up the DC.
Ooh, another 17. Yeah.
Where is this? Should be in this area here. Vestiges. Here we go. Amon is the one you're looking for, so I need to scroll down to them. Yeah, their DC set too. That, which means the increase for knowing about them. What are your lores?
Minors are expertise in necromancy, proficiency in piracy, and proficiency in undead. I think I can't remember the third one.
You don't have lore in the light pantheon. You don't know the great warrior god, or not warrior god, light god Amon.
You would not know who they are with the 17
No.
with those lores.
Wait, ask me, please.
Amon, huh? Never heard of him.
Of course you haven't. He says angrily. Do you know why?
Do tell.
Because they abandoned him. All of his worshippers left one by one. Why? Because the other gods were more respective. All the other gods, whatever prayer their followers asked, they all bent the knee to their pathetic, wretched. Sorry. So, Ammon, after losing all of his followers, became less than a god.
Wow. A wandering spirit of a gods. Remnants. Interesting.
Not all of them. Ammon is one of them. Normally, I don't understand fully how gods function, what happens when they die, but Ammon felt this big sense of betrayal being abandoned by his followers. Hence, luckily, we're pirates, but had we been in a more civilized area with churches and stuff,
There.
I'd be burning them on sight, more or less.
Well, all interesting, all that. But I have to keep my focus on the plan of the king.
Let me
What do
try.
you think?
I can give it a try. More or less, his symbol will more than likely be his family crest. Finding souls is extremely easy, Captain. I cannot stress how easy it is. It's why it's kind of forbidden.
Ah,
Like for example, you studied, right, to learn your arts. Priests
I think so.
worship. Warlocks make pacts permanently, more or less. All we need is a symbol and a name.
Well, welcome to the Forbidden Magic Club, then.
He'll extend his hand for the Pirate King soul
Nope.
thing.
He'll throw it at you. Oh, throw it to you.
Excellent. We'll see you in the morrow. And look, I will begin to leave.
All right.
Oh, one more thing. Can I see that little book of yours, magic? Because I fancy some of those magic spells of yours.
Right. Hands him his book. Alright, because I have negative intelligence, my book isn't as as full as you would expect. The books and the spells are let me just, if I copy paste this, I'll put it in that Discord because I don't wanna bother with. Those are the books, those are the spells in his book. Obviously, negative intelligence, so I didn't pick any DC spell. Or to hit spell, or utility.
Well, as long as I have Misty Step, I'll...
Yeah. Yeah. And when Uruka returns to his quarters. and do the check if nobody else wants to do anything else.
Anybody wish to do anything?
Do you need to know my lures?
I do.
Okay. Did I not write a lore macro for this character? What the fuck?
I believe you have lore in piracy, I think.
Origin boon. God damn it, I didn't. I'll do that. My lures are... I'll put it in the Discord, and then I'll work on my macro for it.
While this is going on, first of all, how difficult is it to tie string around someone's like feet without them noticing, and then have them trip over?
Well, it would be a sleight of hand check. Depends on who you're trying to do it to.
I was gonna do it.
What kind of shoes does Saul have?
Like, although Visa was kind of like they look like they might have actual shoes.
Okay.
Like,
The Noza would have shoelaces. I'm not sure about Saul, being that they're in plate armor.
Yeah, I asked him. He apparently does technically or something, but like undergreaves. Yeah,
like
they're hard
layers.
to get to.
Not getting at them.
I do have string. I've got balls of string.
There you go. Even
I
better.
fall off the boat into a bunch of sharks. That's on you.
All right.
All of his lores are basically the main religions of the places around.
Yes. Give me a sleight of hand check if you want to try to pull a prank on Thazosna. And as for you, looking into binding, give me a history check.
Oh boy, that's an one.
So,
Destiny.
Oh, happy
God.
right.
I don't think that's enough.
we'll look at their passive.
Is this
Yeah, I'm pretty sure their passive's higher than that.
So, what are you doing? He looks down, seeing you at his shoes.
She's got like a ball of string in her hands. It's like the same size as her, so she's like quite it's like really obvious.
Apparently, I closed their sheet and go bring up their sheet again, see if they understand what you just said. I think they do, actually.
Why do they actually?
I'm pretty sure they have Sylvan. I just have to go make sure. Thazosna does not have Sylvan. They have Gnomish, Common, Terran, and Twindy.
Well, he just sees Essie shrug with the ball of string in her hand, sort of like hiding it behind herself as she like slowly backs away while still facing him.
Roll me a sleight of hand and a deception.
Slow hand. Deception.
What a trickster.
This is all I can use my charisma for, okay?
But, you okay there?
Slowly
Okay.
backs away.
Okay. What a weird little
Hides
bug.
behind Saul's leg. Attempts to Saul. Oh wait, actually no. I'll wait until I guess Reese's just gonna stare at me, or are they gonna?
They watch you back away, and then they go back to doing because they're doing after a bit.
Okay, all right, and then I'm gonna attempt it on Stoolis.
You know, I gotta say, at first it was like very gruesome seeing SA caged, but now I kind of understand why.
That's there in the
Hey,
first place?
hey, they have to be free, man. Faye lives matter.
We'll see in a few sessions if you still.
All right. Well, your shoelaces are attempting being tied, Saul. If you want to roll me perception.
Oh, specifically, like I'm using the ball of string that I was.
No, your shoes are being tied together with a ball of string, Saul.
So
If you want to roll me
Saul's
perception.
got one of his ears plugged with wax. Busy micromanaging the crew to some extent to clean up the decks and return order from where chaos reigned.
That's fair. Give me with disadvantage.
Is this perception?
Yep. All right.
Yep.
You are none the wiser of your shoes being tied together. At some point, when you next walk, you will trip and fall.
Essie's gonna be gone.
Potentially.
But she's like about hiding behind like a I don't know, something just to
See,
poke out.
the way
So she
I
can like
see it,
laugh.
as I have a powerful swagger, strong steps.
Oh, so you're gonna like try breaking through?
Yeah, when Saul starts stepping forward and feels that binding, he just has to power through and snap the string.
All right. Roll me a strength check.
Do I have advantage to resist this?
You are Minotaur, so you would. Unfortunately, for the hilarity of
I need
our
some stronger string, man. I need some
you
stronger
do.
string.
Unfortunately, string is not strong enough for a bull.
No, my string.
As you see him begin to move, and you get excitement growing within your mind, thinking he's about to trip, and then all of a sudden you just hear a snap, and the string just breaks between his shoes, and he keeps walking.
Saul will keep walking, but he starts scowling and looking around the
Bows
deck.
their head.
All right. With a
Nice way
19
to
for
explain.
Luca, it's fairly easy to understand what the late Pirate King's house symbol was. I mean, he's the king of the region you're in. Yeah, you know the symbol. It's not that difficult.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like something that would work with a binder, though. Give me a intelligent ritual supplies check, or you can use a binding check. See if you can deduce how one would take his personal symbol and his name and turn it into a glyph that would be tied to him.
Alright, binding check is basically my charisma spellcasting thing, right?
Pretty sure.
Hold on. Let me just so binding. Blah blah blah. Binding prestigious. You must make a persuasion, or an intimidation, or whatever. Alright.
Charisma persuasion, charisma intimidation, charisma deception, or intelligence lore binding.
Alright, there you go. Alright, I'll do the persuasion. Because that's charisma and I'm better at that. Oh my
Okay.
god.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll tell you, when it matters.
Yeah.
back then,
All right, so as you're thinking on to his house sigil and his name, what knowledge you have of the Pirate King, you think you actually might have a baseline of what you're looking for, on what you need to do to gather his symbology, his name into a glyph that he can then be used to summon him. Mark that you have made 25 progression towards the binding of Titus Grave.
25% progression. Binding. Titus Grave. The Bird King. Oh, hell yeah.
And mark up on my notes so I can put it on my world note thingy how much time you have left till he is shooped and whooped.
I'm also gonna put it in the, just in case something happens, I'll put it. Downtime activities?
no,
Downtime activities would work, yeah.
or done.
It's essentially a downtime activity because you'd be doing this every day to research it.
Yep. I mean,
Very important question.
Hmm.
Extremely important question. The most important question of all. Do we level up?
You were really quiet at the very end there.
did we level up? Is what he asked.
I will check in just a moment. You guys are either leveling up, or you guys are 2 experience away from leveling up.
Oh, we're leveling down. Oh.
So, you know, it's really close, or... Yes, I have to make sure, though.
Alright, Self, start hunting those sharks.
Alright. I have that marked up on my world notes now. And I can go bring up the thingy. You guys would indeed level up.
Oh shit!
And since you guys have leveled up, I was going to call the session if you guys decided to go down below. Because it's pretty big down there.
I will say this. I'll say it depends on how long the sharks last. Let me make a...
The sharks will be here for... With your +9, I believe you have a +9 in nature. They're going to be here for probably about an hour, 2 hours.
Okay,
Oh,
so,
that's fine. That's enough for.
Yeah,
That's enough
your
for-
short rest will conclude in... Yeah. So, exploring down below, I would call it. Mostly because there's a lot down there, and there's more than just what you guys fought. In terms of things of note. But since you guys leveled up, I'm definitely going to be calling it before anything crazy happens. However, I was going to continue with the binding thing, but I think we just did the last thing for the day that you can do with it, so,
Yeah, the only thing I think we would do, like, before we go in is maybe move the ship. Because we almost hit something, so, you know,
Yeah.
move it to a less
I mean,
precarious.
you guys can see now, these are the rocks that you almost hit.
Gotcha.
Yeah, anything that's, like, super obviously coming out of the water, like these ones are.
No.
Yeah.
I kind of want to take a long rest, honestly.
Yeah, so we can have our level.
You guys won't level until you long rest, so, you know, you can do
Oh,
so.
Oh, then yeah, we're definitely taking a long rest then.
Then, you know, spell slots, really.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, I will call the session there, and we can begin the excursion of this ruined underwater city next time.
Since we're long resting, does that allow me to do more research on the...
I'll let you make another check, because you can do it once per day.
Oh, okay. Oh, so after. Okay, one. So
Yeah, it's a day thing, so.
Okay,
And while
I'll do it,
you're
I'll do
doing that, let me give you something to post for us, like, within the week. Interrogation on Sahagan. So,
Oh.
I'm gonna probably summon Saul and have him interrogate Sahagan. Question, more importantly, what do you know of the deep? Why are you not aligned with them? And what's inside there?
Well, post those questions in downtime, and I will most certainly get them to you.
So that's a 17.
I will also need a checks on them. A 17, alright, that still hits the DC. Would you want to add anything else to that before I reveal results?
I can't. It's on. I can only add if it's.
Gotcha.
Oh, you mean a destiny?
Probably, honestly, not worth it. It's not. If
Okay.
you're doing these checks like once a day, then we're gonna
Yeah.
get it eventually.
I guess so. Yeah. All right. No, nothing else is being added.
Alright, since you guys cleared out a lot of the exterior guard, I'm not going to roll for encounter for this long rest. But know that your long rest will be achieved successfully, and things down below may have changed since you guys' initial encounter here. But long rest is achieved, no problem. And I will call the session there, as you have made 17 points progress towards your goal of binding Titus Greaves. And it is now the 30th of Dindari. Of note, if you look at the equipment guide on page 141, we'll see blueprint research. I'm essentially using this system as a researching new binding vestiges, researching new spells, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, if you want to do anything of that nature, then that would be the way to go. the higher level vestiges that you might want to try to bind. So if you want like bind a 5th level vestige, you'll actually need a shop, like a full-on ritual chamber, ritual workshop, as well as library to actually do the research. But for lower level vestiges, which they would be a lower level one, like 1 to 3 range, you can do that off the cuff.
Cool.
All right. Obviously, you would need some form of knowledge to actually begin the research, but yeah, you can do it off the cuff. Anyways,
Wow.
I'm gonna stop the recording here. Hope you guys had fun, and hopefully next time I won't blue screen in the middle of the game.
Ah,
Yeah,
we can hope.
we can hope. Anyways,